We begin our meditation today. Let's center in the vastness of the consciousness space. Your consciousness is capable of infinite expansion. Your awareness, pure consciousness, knows no end, no boundaries, no limitations. Center in that place. It's not the mind, it's not the emotion, it's not the body, it's not thought, it's not feeling. It is the witness, the witnessing. Let no ego arise into space. No need to say, I am the witness. Let there be witnessing. Let there be witnessing. Let go of any kind of identification that may arise. With the body, with the mind, with the emotion. And come into the freedom space with me. Know that you're being carried. Allow yourself to let go and be carried. Tiredness, stress, loneliness, fear are all in the mind of the ego. In pure consciousness, there's only bliss and freedom. Even if you don't yet know it, hold it as a possibility. And here you can use thought to help you. In my being, there's infinite peace. In my being, there's infinite love. In my being, there's infinite wisdom. In my being, there's infinite goodness. In my being, there's limitless grace. I exist in infinite being. The I that I feel, exists in infinite being. And breathe into that and breathe out from that. With a breath that is gentle, rhythmical, and understand the process of the present moment awareness. Just be in the now. The now is an eternity. No beginning into the now, no end to the now, just now. Just stay in the now. No identification with change. Just stay in the now. And breathe into every level of being. Breathe into the gut. Breathe into the heart. Breathe into the throat. All in present moment awareness. Let go of the yesterdays and the tomorrows. Just stay in the moment. The eternal now. And use the powerful Ujjayi that you may feel the prana in the breath. The prana is endless. Really stay in awareness of the breath, its energy, its movement, its peacefulness. When the breath goes into the heart, love emerges. Love flows. An endless stream. When the breath goes into the throat, endless silence. When the center of the eyebrows is focused upon, there's endless peace in the mind. When the gut is focused on as you breathe, body's vitality grows. Kamano seeker. Stay in the awareness of the eternal now and the fullness of present moment awareness. Stay. Let the mantra help to stabilize you if you cannot hold the silence. And give attention to the travel of the prana from the root center up along the spinal column, through every center, to the back of the neck, to the third eye, up into the crown. And as you breathe out, take your consciousness down the body, to the navel and then to the root. And continue this orbit using your attention. And begin to observe inaction, the detached observer, and action as the breath moves, as the attention moves. He who sees inaction, and action, inaction is wise, is in the seat of wisdom. And observe the grace that carries you, how easier it is to relax in this space. How easier it is to embrace the silence. How easier it is to stay in the eternal now. Stay with me. This is a voice of the self within you, within all. Stay with me. Stay with me. Now slowly bring more oxygen into the body. Begin to breathe deeply of the air around you, by pushing it out from the lungs, pausing for a moment for stability, and then breathing in. Observe what happens when you bring more oxygen into the body. The physical senses become alive again. But maintain that center of pure being. Maintain that inner silence. That's how you connect with the world, through the breath, the gross breath, like a newborn child, needing that gross breath to bring life into the body. Draw that gross breath, bringing life into your body, vitality into your body. And begin to feel the presence of the world around you, the earth beneath you, and the sense of smell, the moisture around you, the water element, and the sense of taste. The light around you, the fire element, and the sense of sight. The air around you and touch, as you give attention to skin awareness and the air around you, and the sense of touch, and the space around you and the sounds that come from the space, and the sense of hearing. And your soul, through the body, cognizes the physical world around you. Let's welcome this day on the earth's plane. In divine consciousness, in infinite being. I exist. My divine self exists in infinite being, infinite consciousness. As I welcome this day, as I welcome my physical world, I center my consciousness in the source of my being. That source of infinite peace, love, goodness, wisdom, and vitality. I affirm this, that it stays strongly in my awareness. I exist in infinite being. I stay centered there with my intention that my every thought in this day, my every word, my every action arise from the light, emerge from the light, and be a blessing to my world, that I may be a blessing to my world. I give thanks for all the blessings I have received. And I pray that I continue to be worthy of every blessing from my universe, that I do not stray, that I do not lose faith, that I do not lose awareness of my divine self. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome, everyone. It's Sunday once again. Lovely to see you, to greet you, and to have your company. First of all, I want to thank you for all the wonderful messages you sent to me, the love that you expressed. My heart is full of gratitude. The birth anniversary of the body was a very exciting day, full of joy. You would have held me in your thoughts. You would have expressed gratitude. You would have prayed for my physical well-being, for my work in the world. I want to thank you for that, each and every one of you. My special thanks. Even if you just expressed it in the mind, I offer my thanks to you. My message today is that don't degrade your ego. The tendency is to want to feel unworthy, to want to bash yourself, put yourself down, feel unworthy, feel that I can't get it. I'm ignorant, unworthy, lost. No one is. Absolutely no one is. You are under the radar of the infinite self. Everything is, everyone is. And even if you yourself don't feel it, at least resonate with the words of the enlightened. Give them a hearing and believe in the possibilities that you are told about. You're not going to get rid of the ego. It is the most important element in the play. That's why in the 40 days retreat, I said it begins with you and it ends with you. You, the ego. We, the ego. Of course I have an ego. But it's my friend in the play. It is the idea of personal consciousness. I can use my personality, my individuality. And I can play with it. I can laugh with you. Sometimes I can be strong with you. Sometimes I can be serious with you. But it's all a play. In all of that, I'm loving you. In all of that, I'm holding you in my best intentions. In all of that. Doesn't matter what the facade is. That's the ego. But that's an ego that is held in the infinite self. An ego that is playing a drama in that infinite space of love. And of course, there are thousands of shades of love. Love can take any form. So I want you to make your ego important in the play. It is the player. And no matter how you feel about your ego, learn to observe it. Learn to observe this I that can be caught up in selfishness, be caught up in aggression and greed and lust and pride and jealousy. It's fine, it's all okay, it's all the qualities in the play. The divine would not have them in the play if they didn't have value. Each quality takes you down a particular path. Just watch and see where it takes you. Don't say it shouldn't exist. Why? And don't regret all the times you lost your temper, you became angry, you became aggressive, you became jealous. Don't regret it. That is the way of the Maya. the illusion, the play, the lila is called in Sanskrit. And it gives you a particular experience that you can learn from. Pain is an amazing teacher. The moment you get pain, you become serious about it. The moment you know you have a physical ailment, you become serious about the body. The moment you know that you have a challenging relationship, you give more attention to it. How can you not see the teacher that pain is? How can you not see the teacher that broken relationships are, or the teachers? Darkness has amazing value. How can you appreciate the light, the contrast, if darkness is not there? Darkness is the absence of light. It is nothing else but the absence of light. The light is missing. Light is there in potential, but it's missing. So when there is fear, there is aggression, there is hate, there is jealousy, all coming from illusion, ignorance, individuality, they have tremendous value. Many times people would want my space to be a perfect space. There should only be noble souls, say, evolved souls. Will there ever be? In a dark yuga? Will there ever be? Will your surroundings always be perfect, full of light? Everybody is beautiful, noble. Oh, how can you think that in a dark yuga? You have to wait till Sat Yuga emerges. In this yuga, it's natural to have so much darkness around. So when I have all these personalities around me, and they all create little conflicts, one way or the other, it becomes a beautiful teaching space where I can actually show people how the ego plays. I mean, those who listen. For some, it takes longer because they can't get it. And for some, they instantly get it. Give value to pain. Give value to challenges in the space. And be grateful. Do you know that people come into the dark yuga for the greatest cleansing? Do you know that the dark yuga offers the greatest cleansing? You know, when I was learning to drive the motor car, I chose the instructor who was the most serious, the one that people feared. But I thought that that's the one that I wanted. He's going to teach me. He was serious. I had to toe the line. But I loved him because he wouldn't spare me. He'd tell me my mistakes, he'd correct me. And I thought he was a good man. So sometimes we want only those who will be loving towards us, smiley, saying the good things. Do we always get the teachings right then? Do we always learn from those kind of teachers? I mean, they're beautiful, they're noble. My Muktananda was a serious one. And I loved it. Baba Nityananda, you see? I love it. I love the personalities that really challenge you to the core. So give value to all the challenges in your space. Give value to the darkness. That's how you can be purified. So let your ego be challenged. It is from that you'll resurrect. What did Christ say? He said, destroy this body and it will rise again. You cannot destroy the subtle body. You may destroy the physical, but the subtle will rise. Your ego stems from the subtle body. And that subtle body is capable of infinite transformations. The mind, the ego rises in the mind. And that mind is capable of infinite transformations. But just a point to note that when your mind is in darkness, it affects the vehicle, the physical vehicle. Because the physical vehicle is programmed, its nervous system, its brain and nervous system are programmed. And when you decide in the quantum energy of your soul that you want to make a change, and you make a change in the mind, don't think that your body will change right away. Your body, because it's programmed in a physical way, it's going to take time. And you need to maintain the shift in consciousness that a body may begin to reorganize itself, to resonate with your new way of thinking. So it takes time. It takes time for the body to change. So when your ego makes a quick change in the consciousness, be patient with the body. It's going to take time to reprogram. Don't lose faith. And be steady in your new consciousness, in your new idea, in your new template, in your new way of thinking. Be steady, be steady, be steady. That's why I support your journey. And every time I try to bring that inspiration to you, that you will believe in yourself, you'll believe in your possibilities, that you will witness your ego from a deeper space, because we all have the ability to observe the witness, observe the physical body, observe the ego from a space of an impartial witness. We have that. Learn as much as you can, in every way that you can, to witness the changing field within you, the changing thought patterns, the changing emotional patterns, the changing body. Observe them, critically observe them. That observation, that learning to observe, is the greatest training you can ever have, in learning to observe the ego in all of its forms, all of its forms. The play is a marvelous play. Don't deny the darkness. Don't curse the darkness. Welcome the darkness in the play. It's going to lead you to the light. Believe in the possibilities of the light. Resonate with the words of enlightened beings. Contemplate them until you can realize them. And the universe is full of grace. Every teacher you need, you will find for every step of the journey. The universe provides everything without fail and with perfection. So that's my message to you on this Sunday. A message from the eternal now. The calendar date may change, the hour may change, but certainly not the truth. Certainly not the consciousness that is pure, untainted, timeless. Certainly not. The more you identify with that consciousness, the more you can witness change without being affected. Have a happy Sunday, everyone. And those of you in Trinidad and Tobago who are listening, unfortunately, there is more COVID cases in our country found in the community. And so the government has decided to go on more stringent measures just to manage it. And so ashram for the next 28 days, starting from Monday, will be on lockdown as before. Places of worship needs to be closed. So only essential services will happen here. And we'll be streaming. The streaming continues. But those of you who have been coming as we open the space a little more, now we have to go back to being closed. But of course, I'm going to be with you. We need to stay safe. We need to fight this with wisdom. We need to be wise. So stay healthy, everyone. Stay safe. Pray for our world. It's held in grace. And most of all, be kind to your ego. It's a wonderful player when you get to know it. Stay healthy, everyone. Be mindful of the body. Have a blessed day. Namaskar.